Hello guys, and welcome back for a new review. Today's pretty exciting one. This is the MEZCO exclusive Punisher Black Ops version. This figure was extremely difficult to get. If you tried to order from the website crashed. It's the same thing happened when they came out with the classic Punisher. Really difficult, kind of the thing that I would suggest for MEZCO to do as a regular release, being that it's like the classic look. But in any event, I did get it with a big thanks from my buddy Death Asylum over at the Sideshow Freaks. He managed to pick one up for me, and I'm very thankful. Thanks very much for that, buddy. But yeah, we're going to be taking a look at the Black Ops version of Punisher. So it does come in the box, it's still wrapped and sealed. Back of the packaging is really cool. So we're just going to pull the outer bag off so you can get a clearer look at it. Really tasteful artwork, very cool look, Punisher logo, and there is the exclusive seal up here in the corner. So we're gonna go ahead and crack this open and get a better look at it. So when you pull it out of the package, it's in this clamshell, just like so. It's going to pull off the top. So you see that you got the underneath with some weapons and the base. A lot of firing effects I noticed there. And with this particular figure, you do get 3 head sculpts. Take a quick look at that while it's still in package before we get in depth. He is wrapped up really well. But that's what he looks like in package. So let's get a closer look at him. Alright, so here's the figure straight up out of package on his base. So let's do a close-up look and get into some of the details on this guy. This is a head sculpt that is a reuse from the other Punishers. We'll compare to the original one that they came out with later on in the review. But beautiful paint job on the figure, excellent likeness. It's got an excellent look for a comic book Punisher, and at this scale, 1/12 scale, it's an amazing paint job. Going into the costume, you'll notice that the skull has a texture to it, sort of like a leather-like texture, as well as the outer suit, the black portion of the suit. It has this paneling on it, really nice. It's got a lot of detail. Sort of looks like it's like Kevlar plated, bulletproof style suit. Really nice detail on that, which does lead into the belt and the pants. Again, it continues on with that bulletproof style material that he's got, which makes a lot of sense for a guy like Punisher. But he has that really nice classic black and white look for Punisher, which is kind of an updated homage to it, you know, giving it the more modern textiles for the outfit. Really excellent aesthetic. So we'll just quickly go over articulation in case you're not familiar with MEZCO. Head does look left and right. And a quick note, my buddy told me when he got his, he pulled his plastic off. The black sweater does stain the neck, so if you leave it on, it will not stain the neck, but if you leave it on, it also looks a little terrible. So that's a decision you'll have to make. But head looks left and right, tilts down, goes pretty far back. You do get pivot left to right, so excellent range. Arms can go out quite a bit. It's on pin and socket, so it can go all the way around. There's an upper bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow, a hinge and swivel at the wrist. Torso has an ab rocker, which you can use this time. The original version had an armored plate, which hindered the articulation in the torso. This does not, but it does wrinkle up the skull a bit when you use it. But you do have the option to use that articulation this time around. Legs, of course, go forward. They go back pretty far. all the way out, double jointed knee. He does have an upper thigh swivel as well as a hinge and pivot, and he does have the ankle rocker. So really excellent range of motion, especially at this scale and under 1/12 scaled clothing. Just a really amazing feat. One of the reasons that MEZCO is leading the industry in this particular scale. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories, and there's a really large amount that comes with this guy. So let's go over them briefly. We'll start off with the assault rifle. It does have a removable clip. Bullet detail is included. There's also an additional clip for that rifle or magazine. The M203 grenade launcher can be loaded. Comes with about 6 rounds, grenade rounds for it. And it can be loaded into the weapon. Amazing detail. Weathered. Really beautiful, especially at this scale. Excellent weapon. He also comes with a pistol. Looks like a Glock. It does have a removable clip, and it does come with an extra one. This weapon is also weathered. It has the whole detail, and I will get into that because you'll notice these fire effects here. You could use them with the different weapons, so they just fit into the hole on the tip of the gun. Really nice. Comes with what looks like a MAC-10 with a removable silencer, so you could put the bullet detail on the end of that as well, or on the end of the silencer. Really nice touch. Everything has a nice matte black finish. This one does not have any weathering like the other ones did, and I'm not sure if this is I don't want to break it, so I'll leave that alone. Really nice detail on that. Comes with the Vulcan minigun. This is an amazing piece. The only thing that I did not notice, at least in the package, is a round of bullets for this to sit into. It also comes with a duffel bag, sort of like Terminator style, or you could just load up all the weapons in there, which is something I might use for storage. But really nice for that. Take a look at the duffel bag. It does have a zipper that does work, so you can load up all the weapons and extras that you get with the figure right into this. Has a strap or a handle, and you can of course open that Velcro handle and separate them. But a really nice detail on that. Get a rocket launcher or bazooka. There was no fire effects for that. I thought that was one other thing that they could have done. It does have nice weathering, but the rocket blast effect would have been pretty cool for this. Missed opportunity, but really with this loadout you can't complain too much. You also get his knife. There is a sheath on the back of the figure where that is housed, but there is no holster for the pistol, so that is another missed opportunity there. It does come with 4 grenades. It's basic detail, painted well. And he does come with a slew of hands. Just go right over to them. Figure has fist hands on him now, but he also comes with the trigger hands, grasping hands, throat punch hand, of course, and a regular grasping hand for perhaps holding underneath the rifle. So an amazing loadout. Things I didn't mention so far. Of course, the stand is included. You get a baggie for the accessories, as well as you get a cradle arm that holds the figure in more dynamic poses. But that's it for accessories, with the exception of the most important, the extra head sculpts. So this is also another reuse. This particular head, we got it on the other Punisher figures. However, they did repaint it. It gave him a black eye with the screaming skull, and the paintwork is amazing. Looks great. And they also gave him a little bit of battering, which it didn't have on the original. The new thing, the really exciting head sculpt, is this armored skull face mask. This is just truly amazing, and it's all battle damaged. looks amazing. And I know what most of you thinking, this is going to look awesome on the armor plated version, and we are going to take a look at that because I think that's really what it sells. That's the real big sell for this. But of course you can use it with this figure as well. So let's take a look at how it looks on the head sculpts. Hey guys, just a quick update. I did notice that he does actually come with the belt of ammo for the Vulcan minigun. So you can totally set up the Terminator-esque scene with the duffel bag and the ammo. So just what you should know. Alright, so here is the default head sculpt. Really good. Again, the paint detail, just amazing. He's got some scars, really nice detail. Paint is really excellent at this scale. But popping the head off, take a look at the screaming sculpt. Really easy to switch the heads. So that one looks excellent as well. Just amazing. That's excellent when you're holding the or firing the firing effects on the weapons. Just that's badass. And then let's take a look at the newest head, which is the armor plated skull head, and that really is badass looking. So it goes excellent with this figure, but I do want to see what it looks like with the armor plated version, so let's do that. Alright, so here they are side by side, and that's the armor plated version. This is the new Black Ops exclusive. You see the pants are different, the whole outfit is really different, the boots are the same. But let's go ahead and take a look at what this armored head sculpt looks like on the armored version of Punisher. And wow, that looks so awesome. So it's got the same type of battle damage. The paint job really matches up well with the armor plate. It's amazing how well you can see the detail of the eyes. You'll notice when I took the head off, let's do it again, there's a flesh underneath, so it looks like it's a two-part mold in which they use to get that excellent effect. Especially, again, you got to be amazed at this scale and how realistic this looks. But wow, that looks incredible. And of course, that's definitely going to be the way I'm going to display my armored version of Punisher now. But let's go ahead and take a look at the comparison between the original head sculpts from the armored one versus the new one. There are some paint differences. Alright, so the original release is over here. This is the new Black Ops version. So we'll take a look at the comparable sculpts. So this is the new one. This is the old one. Looking at them side by side, they are very similar. But what you notice is you do get a little bit more of a 5 o'clock shadow on the original versus the newer one. So a very minor difference, but worth pointing out. Then of course the screaming sculpts, this being the older one and this is the new Black Ops version. You'll notice they added that black eye as I mentioned earlier, so it does change it up and makes it unique, which I do like. And then each one of these does have its unique head, which is for the original release the Band-Aid version, the closed eye. This was an amazing sculpt, my favorite from that particular figure. And then there's the new armor plated. So I mean, this is a Punisher fan's dream. Just amazing. It's just an amazing figure. Either one of them are, but the new Black Ops version is a really awesome addition to the MEZCO line, giving you the classic look. The only big unfortunate thing really is they didn't make it available to everyone, in that it's an exclusive release, very limited. The website crashed, sold out in, I'm guessing, minutes or so, or at least within an hour. So that's the only problem with this figure. So if you're lucky enough to get it, you're going to be very happy, but there's going to be a lot of people who missed out. But even if you did miss out, there are other excellent Punisher figures like the original release that were available. But let's get this new guy into some poses and wrap it up. Alright, so here he is all geared up. I got him going ballistic. Set him up with some of the firing effects so you can get a good look at that, the way that works. So it looks really cool. The machine gun looks as if he's firing along. Same thing with the Uzi. So those look really cool. Really awesome looking figure. I mean, that on your shelf, I mean, that just looks awesome. I did also set up the armored version with the bazooka and the armored head. Just think it looks amazing. Just a really, really cool figure. So many display options, so many different weapons to display him with, or head sculpts. Excellent. It's just an excellent figure. That's all I could say. So stay tuned to the end for some photography with this particular figure. Both of them, actually, since I got the new armor plated head. I just think that just makes this figure new again in a certain way. So stay tuned to the end for some pictures. And thanks as always for watching, commenting, and subscribing. Till next time, guys.